Hey y'all. So, welcome to the Sweat and Slay podcast. I am your girl, the one and only. Hey y'all. Hey. Welcome to the Sweat and Slay podcast. I am your girl, the host, Jakaya Shepherd, the one and only, formerly known as the Beast Coach, you guys. I am super excited to come to you guys today with a brand new podcast. I know it's been a while, but hey girl, hey, gold friends, we checking in. What's good? How y'all doing? It is time for our first segment, the Sweat or Slay podcast segment. So we either sweating it or slaying it. So what are we doing today? I need all of my gold friends to check in. Let me know. Our first topic of the day. Okay, I know you guys have been hearing about the guy Ahmaud, and Ahmaud was simply running in his neighborhood, and he was gunned down by two of the residents of that neighborhood, two white men. One was a retired sheriff, detective, whatever you want to call him, and him and his counterpart decided that this black young man's life was not of value, and they played the role as to saying that he fit a description of someone who broke into someone's house, and they decided to use a weapon in this man's life. And so I am definitely sweating this segment, this portion of our segment, because I do not feel like by any means anyone's life should be devalued enough to where they are gunned down in their own neighborhood running. And I feel like as a girlfriend of this podcast that we should definitely bring this to attention and to let people know that police brutality in this case, because he claimed that he has good judgment, he has um the civil rights, and I'm putting those in quotation marks if you're watching live, but he had the civil right, he said, to capture this man, and not only capture him, but he ended his life. So yes, we are slaying this segment. Yes, we are bringing this to attention. We are talking about this because fitness is a part of our everyday life, and of course, with COVID going on, with a lot of our current event issues, but we can't get out the house, we can't go to the gym. And of course, as of today, our main topic is going to be talking about, how to protect ourselves within the climate of COVID and going back into facilities and gym operated facilities. But anyways, this is why this is important, because um, you want to be able to get outside, get fresh air, run, stay active, do things that are, I would say, giving you the sense of self care, of being able to replenish yourself without making social contact with people. And the fact that during this time that we were in a stay at home order and we were not able to physically be inside a gym, and somebody decided to stay active, and and I'm telling you guys, I've never went to a workout or had a workout where I felt like this is going to be the last day that I am going to be able to work out, because I am running in a park, I am staying active, because I am minding my own business, and this is a goal intended workout that somebody is probably using as a self care regimen, somebody's using it as a stress reliever. That people are really taking their physical health and their mental health into consideration, and to be gunned down by somebody in his neighborhood. I'm just thinking that he probably never thought that his parents never thought that that would be the last time that they see him. Things of that nature. So that really bothered me. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna bring this to attention to my girlfriends and see how you guys feel. So if you guys want to get in the comment section, if you guys want to talk about, elaborate about, are you sweating or slaying this situation? And personally, they had a hashtag for him, and on his birthday, I participated in the I think it was 2.6, 2.3 miles. That he was jogging, and I paid homage to his life in doing that. And so I felt very privileged to, be able to do that and to actually come home safe, healthy, and okay. And so I really feel like, as a Sweat and Slay podcast, we hit on faith, fitness, family, fun, finances, that we should definitely use this segment to pay tribute to Ahmad and his family, and all the prayers, all the condolences go out to him and his family at this time, because I can only imagine if I ever have to deal with a loss of one of my children or one of my relatives due to them just trying to stay healthy, active, um, showing themselves some type of self care, working on their wellness, their fitness, their body, and something like this tragically happens. And so, that was just one of my things that, I wanted to bring on this segment. But another thing, now, I know we talked about in the first COVID-19 fitness related podcast that we had about a month ago, but how are y'all feeling about this online training? It is a trend right now. It is hot. It is booming. Shout out to the fitness empire, um, my team, my fit tribe, my sisters in sweat. I am giving all hellos, love, well wishes to my tribe. Hey tribe, how y'all doing? As Wendy would say. And just saying that I'm in love with it, that it is thriving, it is booming. A lot of women are feeling empowered, feeling like this is the only time of day that they actually um, get to talk to women, get to, cultivate their social aspect of their lives. So shout out to, hey y'all, shout out to my girls in the fitness empire holding it down on the online training. So I'm gonna say that we slaying it, but in a positive way, because anytime we get on live, we get the music going, we get commentary. Hey, um, hey Bubba, hey Blanca. Let me give y'all some waves. Um, but yeah, so online training is a hit for us. We doing it big each and every day. I invite everybody who's listening to the podcast right now to link up with us, join a session, come in, go to my website, and pop in on the session, because it's just something that a lot of people underestimate. But we snatching bodies, we losing weight, we gaining confidence, the whole 9 yards. So online training, I say we slaying it. Hey, so y'all, I wanted to really, if anything else, I wanted to talk about. Now everybody's opening their gyms, and yesterday I guess was the launch of everybody being able to actually get in the gym on a state-to-state basis, I guess. And a lot of states have decided to open their gyms. I wanted to talk about that on today's podcast. I wanted to talk to my girlfriends, y'all, my audience, and see exactly how y'all feeling about going back to y'all gyms. Now, I know people, gyms have been taking out money in y'all account still, so it's like, oh my gosh, I want to go. That has been something that people have been itching to do, is to get back on their fitness goals, even though y'all shouldn't have let Corona stop y'all from getting y'all bodies together anyway. But that's another conversation for another day. But what I wanted to just give my input, and this is totally the input of just me as an individual. It has nothing to do with my company or what it represents, but I'm solely just giving you guys my honest opinion about the regulations, about how you should maybe conduct yourself in a fitness environment that is enclosed, and what the things to do when you get inside, the protocols you should probably take or to consider. Some of my fitness hacks that I think that will be, I would say, pretty sanitary. Like, you will want to make sure that you are sterilizing yourself at all times, first and foremost. Um, and it's just a great time to just be more health conscious than ever. Just like they make you do in the Walmarts, the Targets, the grocery stores, conduct yourself in the same manner. And I know there's just certain things that I personally just cannot do because it is just like working out with the mask on. Now, there's some people that can, some people that can't. Personally, like, the O2 mask was just too much for me. Like, I'm just not the type of person that will just cover my mouth when I'm working out for a whole hour. That's not my forte. That's never been my forte. And I mean, to protect my health or pass out, I would rather just go ahead and, just limit my environment rather than wear a mask. So let's talk about it. Okay. So should you or should you not wear a mask if you're going inside these box gyms? Now, I'm not going to tell anybody what to do. It might be some regulations to where you have to in certain gyms, but if you got the option and the choice to, what I would say is that walking in and walking out of the facility, I will keep my mask on during check-ins. If you have to touch anything, I will wear gloves. Like, this is just the first encounter and contact with somebody. So if I'm touching a door, if I'm touching a scanner to where you have to, hold your key tag up to something or to hand your key tags to somebody else, I'm literally handing them with gloves, mask on. Okay, my gym bag, everything is attached to me. I'm not putting anything on the floor in the gym. I'm not putting anything on the ground in the gym. I'm keeping. Now, this is what I'm gonna tell y'all for as far as like the whole mat situations and the dumbbell situations. For me, I would say I would bring a mat to actually put my physical body on. So, like, if I'm getting on a machine, if there are stationary equipment available to me, I'm putting the mat down on my back, on my seat. If I'm laying down on the ground to do abs, I have a mat there. I'm not using any of the public accessible mats because I feel like that allows for cross contamination. I feel like, you can't leave your health in the hands of other people. And as they have been telling people, is that you are responsible for your own health at the end of the day. So the things that you do, as far as like risking how many things that you come in contact with as far as germs, I feel like you can limit those things by just simply bringing your own as much stuff as possible. So if you have circular bands that you use, if you have your own like 5 or 8, even 10-pound weights that you use, if you want to bring those things with you, girlfriend, use those things. But the less amount of contact you have with the public use of equipment, I feel like the safer you are. And please, honey, if you can, girlfriends, listen to your girl. Bring your own wipes because it's been many of times before COVID. Okay, we're not even talking about COVID right now, but people are saying that they are stocking up on sanitary wipes, blah blah blah. But this is the first round of this, and I feel like we can never be prepared enough. So if they run out of sanitary wipes, disinfectant, you on your own. Like, you literally have to take stuff that has not been disinfected into your home environment, into possibly your kids, your family, and it, Lord forbid, if you have elderly people that live with you, you do not want to put them in danger of having stuff from the gym come inside of your home. So if you have extra wipes that you have, you put them in an extra Ziploc bag. If you have some disinfectant spray, I would put that in your gym bag. The things that you can, hey y'all, for everybody who's joining in live, but the things that you can have accessible to you inside of your gym bag, I would bring those things because I wouldn't let a gym sneak up on me and surprise me and say, hey, we ran out of wipes when you came in. Or our disinfectant spray has ran out in the bathroom. So now you sit around here, or our hand sanitizer has ran out when you want to use the bathroom. So now it's like a rush and a mad panic attack and anxiety in your head, because you know you have all these germs on you that you cannot get rid of instantly. Then you know you risk cross contaminating everything that you come in contact with. So your front door, as soon as you get in the house, your bed, like everywhere that you touch before you take all this stuff and disinfect it. Now you have to make sure that you go behind yourself and like make this path of remembering what you need to wipe down. So bring your own stuff. And I know, you know, gyms and gym owners are responsible. Everybody's supposed to bring things, but things happen. People run out. People are extra conscious and careful about what they're doing. So now they're taking 5 or 6 wipes instead of one. And so, you know, you may come in contact with the instance that may happen. So, hey, like everybody used to tell me, you gotta stay ready so that you don't have to get ready. And so at this time, if you don't have disinfectant spray, come on, Kaya. If you don't have wipes, listen, just don't go to the gym today, because you don't want to have to fall out with people. You don't want to have to make a scene. You don't want to have to be all going crazy, because that's what happened. Because for real, we all think that we're prepared until something like this happens. And so please do your part. And like, you know, and if it's a small family operated gym, man, y'all help these people, because y'all have no idea how people have been having to scramble and make sure that they keep their employees paid, having a budget for extra wipes and Kleenex and towels and disinfectant spray. All that stuff is put in a new budget, y'all. Like we literally have to have like a COVID budget for the way that we are, you know, making sure that y'all are comfortable. So, you know, you can donate as much as you can. Bring as often as you can. If you see something, you know, just grab it, because you never know how this new operating of the gym, the new normal that we're gonna enter in, you know, may have, you know, seriously affected us. So just keep that in mind, you know. So when you get on the machine, if you have a mat, just go ahead and lay a mat on top of the machine, so you don't have to sit directly on where somebody just came off of, and you can just wipe it down all, you know, after you get done with every machine or whatever the case may be. But that's what I would suggest. So having a mat, your own mat to sit down on equipment, on the floors, you know, on whatever you are, wherever you're occupying space that, you know, you may come in contact with multiple people sitting on certain things at the gym, lay your mat down, okay? And just make sure that you're wiping down constantly. Like if you are passing through and you have to give people you know, people your keys, your membership tags, you checking in on iPads, however they have the setup for you to mark your attendance at a gym. Make sure that you're just wiping your hands. You have hand sanitizer. Put some on your hands after you come in contact with that. Y'all just be extra mindful. And that's what I'm saying, because you know you can't control if somebody cough over you or walk past you coughing or sniffling. So if you don't have to, personally, me and my crew, I'm taking surveys right now, and I am not entering into a gym until I see data, until I see proof that, you know, these stipulations and guidelines that they're having for people to come inside the gym are safe, effective, and proven. And so, you know, if you're somebody, and I'm just talking about me personally, but if you're somebody like me and you know, you really value someone's health and you really want to see numbers to show that proof is in the pudding, then I would definitely just recommend that you put you make people put their money where their mouth is and respond to how serious that you are about keeping yourself safe, your family safe, and that you have a good peace of mind going into these facilities. Because, you know, if anything, as a health professional, I'm in it to make sure that my people are happy, whole, and healthy. And so if all of these things are not met, then I'm personally not doing my job, I feel like. And so I just hope that you guys keep those same standards in mind. And like if you don't, then you know, I'm not judging anybody that wants to go inside of a gym, because I know that I have been out in parks more than I've probably been out in several years in a month, because that's just the way that I've stayed active. So if being in a park helps me feel comfortable, help me make sure that I'm social distancing from anybody that doesn't live immediately in my household, or in my family, then that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna do it the way that I personally feel comfortable with, because if numbers start to spike, if I start feeling like I'm having flu-like symptoms, the first thing I'm gonna think is the gym, because that's the only place that I don't switched up my little routine and did a little, did a little twist in how I operate my day-to-day life since COVID has made an outbreak. Then that's the only thing that I can possibly, make my mind to believe that that's where it came from. And personally, like, that's the most uncomfortable feeling, that somebody who is a fitness professional, beyond a person who loves fitness, but if that is your workspace, you don't want to feel that tension or anxiety coming into your workplace, knowing that things are running rampant or has gotten worse since people have started opening up public places like the gym. So that is something that I really wanted to make note of and make sure that people understand, is that COVID is a thing that is, it's going to be a slow fade. And they're even predicting that it may come back. And the way that they're predicting that, ain't no telling. But we're going to leave that for another day too. But I'm just saying, y'all, stay safe, stay conscious, stay woke. Make sure that you are paying attention. If there are spikes, if there's an increase of numbers, if there is more people getting sick from people going to the gyms in the next 2 weeks, just be mindful that outside is still open and available. And this lets you, oh, come on, listen. This lets if you have a health professional that is, adapting to the new climate. Because right now, we're not going inside of a public facility. We're online training still. We're slowly going into parks. So there is certain things that we are doing and that we're not doing. And so if you're a fitness professional, if they're not taking surveys or evaluating how you feel and you want to express how you feel, if you have the availability to speak up and say something, because if they really care about their people and their tribe, then they will definitely take some of these things into consideration. And so, like I said, you guys, make sure that you are the advocate for your health, for your life, for the things that are aligned to what makes you feel most alive, that makes you feel more excited to wake up the next day, and do the things that you love, and don't let fear overwhelm you. And that's one of the things I want to say, is that whatever you decide to do it with no regrets, and do it in a manner that makes you feel comfortable. And I know that everybody's doing what's best for them, but at the same time, you have to think about others. You have to think about people that have been impacted by this virus, and we want to make sure that safety and health is the common goal in all of this, so that we can all get past this and we can all go back to the gym and hopefully have the normalcy of the workout environment that we used to have. Because if it goes back to the way it is, and if it doesn't, we can always shift and move, because that's just how life goes. But I love being able to interact with my tribe, my women, my sisters in sweat. There's nothing like being able to, if you know me, I'm a person that's gonna hug you. I'm gonna yell and scream when I see you. I'm gonna show how excited I am to be around the people that feed me, the people that grow me physically, emotionally, spiritually, and those are my girls. And so, like, being around them is one of the things that makes me feel most alive. So if I have to do that virtually right now, virtual it is. If I have to be able to only see them at the park for a couple days a week, that's what it's gonna be. But in the end of the day, we're gonna all know that we're doing the right things, the way that we think that we should do them. And I will honor each person's decision on how they go about that. But I just wanted to make sure that I come on here and I tell you guys that, just try to stay a safe distance away from the people that are in the gym. Make sure that you wipe down everything, every transaction you get from somebody who is not in your normal household or in your normal space of everyday living. Wipe your hands, sanitize your hands, wipe down the machinery. Make sure you wear gloves. Make sure that you clean your gloves. Make sure you clean your mask. Make sure that you don't take the things that you have that you use in the gym inside of the house without disinfecting them. Constantly wash your hands before and after the gym. Do not touch your face. Like, these are all things that we can do, just simple hacks and gyms that, I mean, they might be simple, but if you know, have a notepad or on your phone, make it your screensaver when you're in there, jot down these hacks, apply them to your life, and you guys just stay safe. And that's just the primary goal in all of this, is that we want you guys to live happy, healthy, and whole. And the way that you do that is just to stay safe, keep your mind healthy, keep your thoughts healthy, keep your body moving, eat and replenish yourself like you are, like you love yourself, like you care about your future and your body and the way it functions and how vibrant and active you want to be in the future. Eat for that now and get some adequate sleep. And I am pretty much, you know, just giving you guys simple gems that you can take into the gym space. So if your gym is open right now, use these hacks, listen, replay it, comment. Y'all subscribe to the channel if you're on YouTube, if you are on Apple Podcasts, if you're on Spotify. Please follow this podcast because we have so much good stuff coming your way. So many cool special guests, so many special appearances from some of my favorite people in the gym space, in the beauty space, influential people you may or may not know, but all of the things that we talk about will be raw, authentic, and these are things that just make me come alive. And so, if anything, y'all send me love, send me likes, send me turn your notifications on, because after this COVID hack and tips, I hope to be able to move on. I have so many different hot topics coming up. This is your girl Kaya. I am the host of the Sweat and Slay podcast, and I'm so thankful. I'm honored that you allow me to come inside your home, to your cars, and to your workspace, and be able to have candid, raw, unfiltered conversations about anything that is related to the 5 Pentagon principles, which is faith, family, finance, fun, and fitness. Hey, and those are none of them are in any order of importance, but they're all important to me. So you guys stay healthy, happy, whole. I love you guys. And until next time, this is your girl, Jakaya Shepherd, on the Sweat and Slay podcast. You guys keep feeding your community, keep loving each other. And until we meet again, sweat and slay. Hey, bye guys.